Hi, it's Abbey Dyer-Amonette. Today we are going to jump into Chatbots 102. If you are joining me, I help female coaches create attention-grabbing social media copy using ChatGPT and other AI. I previously did a Chatbots 101. So if you're joining this live and you're thinking to yourself, Abby, I have no idea what a chatbot is or a bot, and just not familiar with AI, that's okay. I suggest you go over and jump into Chatbots 101 first, because this session is going to talk about how we create custom chatbots. So make sure you jump into 101 first, and then definitely jump back into this one. We're going to talk about creating customized chatbots. If you are joining me live, I would love for you to put live in the comments, or if you're joining me via replay, let me know that. I'm also really interested in how you're using ChatGPT or other AI in your business. So drop that in the comments for me as well. This training is going to be on custom chatbots. So if you've said to yourself, I wish that when I used ChatGPT, it was giving me a response that sounded more like me. You're getting responses from ChatGPT where you're thinking to yourself, that does not sound like me. That is not authentic at all. That does not sound like my voice. That does not sound like my brand. You're in the right place, because that's what we're going to talk about. And when we think about ChatGPT, we think about content and this amazing magic that is AI, where we can go from having taken hours before to write content or to write a social media post to now being able to do it in pretty literally seconds. Who am I? I am Abbey Dyer-Amonette. I am a ChatGPT expert and coach. I have been working in corporate America for about 25 years. I have worked the last 4 or 5 years in the automation space in addition to operations, and I am a total tech geek. Absolutely, completely. I find it fascinating and interesting and exciting, and I'm enthusiastic about it. And that isn't the norm. Most people I meet are like, you're so enthusiastic about tech. And I'm like, yes, I absolutely am. It's one of the things that I love doing with my clients, helping them, whether it is scheduling software or it is Stripe, any of the things that you need to be an online coach, I can help with, because I've been there. I've been here in the online space for the last 3 years and I've tried all kinds of tech. I love it. I love helping people make it easy for them. We're not going to do any coding. We're not going to do anything that's hugely complicated. And I promise, if I can do it, you can do it. But if you don't want to do it, I can help you do it. So you are in the right place to talk about customized chatbots. All right, so AI. And if you know me at all, you know that I love coffee. And I almost always have my Starbucks with me. So we're gonna chat here with our coffee. AI has been around a long time, but it has not been something that was available to you and I to use in our businesses. If you have said, "Hey Siri," you've used AI. If you've talked to Alexa and ordered your groceries, or added to your shopping list, you've used AI. If you've been on socials, so Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they're all using AI. But the really exciting thing is now you have the opportunity to use AI. In the last video in Chatbots 101, we talked about ChatGPT 3.5, and that's the free version of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is an AI chatbot. You will notice in the fine print, and this is true whether it's 3.5 version or 4.0, that it says ChatGPT can make mistakes. Consider checking important information.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
And that was Siri. See? just like ChatGPT. You have to be careful with technology. ChatGPT 4.0 is a paid version of ChatGPT, which today is $20 a month. Well worth the investment. I would pay much, much more for it. It is such a vital part of my business and a place where I have been able to add consistency to my social media posting. And I don't know if you ever have felt that challenge. I sure have. When I came into the online space, I didn't have any content, and it felt uncomfortable. It gave me that imposter syndrome. I'm like, who wants to learn from me? Even though I've coached all these years, I've helped people achieve endless amounts of goals. I have this tech experience. Why is anybody going to listen to me when I don't have any content? So I know how you feel if you're coming into the online space and that has happened for you. But here's the good news. ChatGPT 4.0, again, really reasonably priced. You can create your own marketing expert assistant. So if you've used 3.5, the free version, they are not one and the same. We're going to talk a little bit about the differences. But the first thing I wanted to do is get you excited and tell you about all the things that 4.0 can do well. It can write live scripts to do your Facebook. It can write scripts for you to have a consult. It can write scripts for closing a sale. It can write long and short social media posts. If you're using Facebook specifically, which is what we're talking about, you can do live titles and headlines. Group descriptions. If you don't have a Facebook group and you need to write a description, this will do it for you. Or if you're not happy with the description you have, you're like, it took me forever to write that, I'm just not happy with it. This can help you rewrite it. You can make really thoughtful comments back to the people you're engaging with in your Facebook group using ChatGPT 4.0. My method for using ChatGPT is pretty for short, PRRTY. So prompt, run, refine, test, and yes. So think of that when you're using your chat in ChatGPT. You want to make sure that you are prompting it, right? Asking it questions. If you're working on a custom chatbot, you're going to feed it information and configure it so that it speaks in your authentic voice. But you can refine something you wrote. You can write Facebook ads, and it remembers things. For me, that's one of the biggest pieces and differences between 3.5 and 4.0. You can create a bot that you're going to use, and I have for myself, that I use just for social media posting. And so I have trained it all about who I am and what's important to me and what my values are. And now it represents that when it writes a Facebook post for me. This is like fairy magic. I need my wand. Love it. And you can have this as well. Now, we talked about ChatGPT 3.5, which is the free version, and I call it the college intern version. It struggles with in-depth content comprehension. It is not as smart or as accurate as 4.0, and it will not likely give you the authentic voice and brand that you want in the things that you're posting in social. This is a picture of a social media post that I wrote in ChatGPT 3.5. This is one that I wrote in 4.0. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. Let me go back one. Okay, so this is the one I did in 3.5. Not bad, right? Not bad in length. It's got some white space. It's got emojis. Look at this one. This is after I have trained ChatGPT, and you train it like you train an employee, right? So I said 3.5 is your college intern, right? They're coming to you out of college and likely working for free, just like ChatGPT 3.5 does for you. In 4.0, you get a marketing expert assistant, but you have to train it, right? Just like an employee. Now, keep in mind, this is an assistant. This isn't a replacement for a human, which is why we need to use my method, which is prompt, run, refine, 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 and then test. You're going to want to go out with your social media posts and see how they do. And if you have been in the space for a while, you know how important it is to be testing different. Are you using yes letters? Are you using posts that are about your expertise? These are all things that we do in the space. We do a lot of testing. So let me go back. This is 3.5. This is 4.0, which is trained to my voice, to my brand, to the way I like my things formatted. And then this is the final product when I actually put it on Facebook. Now, you may notice it's not exactly the same, right? ChatGPT does not do bolding and underlining and those kinds of things yet. It will. These are things that you're going to want to do as part of the refine stage, right? So you've run what you want. You have prompted it to give you exactly what you're looking for. In this case, let's go back to my prompt. Write a short Facebook post with lots of emojis explaining the basics of ChatGPT. And see, my prompt was exactly the same for 3.5. But you can see the difference in the response in 3.5 versus 4.0. Then you take that run to refine. We go out and we put some bold, we put some underlines, we use some headings so that this is really irresistible, attention-grabbing social media copy. The great thing is I'm going to teach you simple, strategic, smart things to do. That is how I work in operations, and that's how I work in my online business. In fact, this is my second business. I started another business 12 or 13 years ago that's a product business that I still have. Love it. Came into this space because I really wanted to see more women have flexibility, more women be able to be female entrepreneurs, work from anywhere. I want to work from anywhere. So that's what we want to do. That's why it's important. You having consistent attention-grabbing social media content is important for you and your business, for you to be able to get the clients that you want, and not just clients, but the ideal clients that you want. You have to be speaking in your brand voice in order to do that. And last, but certainly not least, I would love to talk to you about ChatGPT. So DM me if you would like, if you've got a question, or let's chat. I'm going to drop my Calendly. If you want to do something different, if you're like, I'm tired of being overwhelmed with the content that I need, or I'm using ChatGPT, but it still doesn't sound like me, or Abbey, I would absolutely love to have my own custom bot, chatbot, that is. And again, if any of this is ahead of where you are in your learning curve on chatbots, go back to Chatbots 101, and it's got the basics in there for you. So my question would be, are you ready? Are you ready to do something different for you and your business? If you're ready, say, I'm ready in the comments, because I'm ready too. I'm ready to help you go from where you are today to where you want to get to. All right, fantastic. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.